The Sri Krishna says, he is now distinguishing that some people, they worship the celestial gods. What is the reason for it? The knowledge in their intellect has gotten distorted. Why? Material desires. See, these material desires can distort your values. In India, there's an official who is known to be beyond corruption, etc. You say, look, sir, can you please do this work for me? I'll give you 100,000. No. 1 crore? No. 10 crore? All right, keep it here, it will be done. You have purchased him for 10 crores. So his intellect got distorted because of material desires. And then they go and worship the celestial devatas for the fulfillment of these desires. So who are these devatas? The devatas are souls who have been promoted to occupy a senior place. They are not God. Just like in the US you have a government that comes up for 4 years. The president is elected and the president appoints finance secretary, agricultural secretary, health secretary. They are posts which are occupied by some people for a limited period of time. Likewise, these devatas, Indra, Varun, Kuber, Agni, etc., they are post holders. One soul did punya, etc., gets promoted to the position of Indra. Then your good deeds are depleted, down you go. So, these post holders, the devatas, they are not God. They are also materially conditioned souls. Hence, there's a story in the Puranas that Indra, now Indra is the king of the celestials. So Indra decided to make a huge house. He commissioned Vishwakarma. Such a house that should have this big expanse. And Vishwakarma kept on making and making and making, and the house was not getting completed. So he was fed up. He prayed, "Oh God, please help me." Now Sri Krishna came. Sri Krishna said, "Indra, such a big house you are making? How many Vishwakarmas were engaged to make this?" Indra said, "How many Vishwakarmas? Maharaj, there is only one Vishwakarma, one Agni, one Vayu, one Kuber, one Indra." Sri Krishna smiled. And by his Yoga Maya, he called all those Indras who were now in the ant species. That means in the past life they had been Indras, and in this life they had become ants. So he called them all. And in Swarglok, a whole lot of ants were coming. And Indra looked at it and said, "Maharaj, do I need to call the pest control? I've never heard of pest control in Swarg. What happened?" Sri Krishna said, "I have just called those Indras who are now in the ant species." Indra suffered a heart attack. "Oh my God, after being Indra, I can be an ant." And then in the meantime, one sage walked up there. His name was Lomash Rishi. And he had a straw mat on his head and a couple of assistants with him. So Indra saw him, welcomed him, gave him a high seat, started washing his feet. The sage has come. This sage, he had a chakra, circle of hair on his chest. And some of the hair had fallen off. So Indra said, "Maharaj, who are you? Why do you carry a straw mat on your head? And what is the secret of this circle of hair?" Lomash Rishi said, I have got Dirgh Ayu Vardhan, the boon of a long life. Every time one Indra's lifespan is over, one hair from this circle falls off. So some of the hair are missing. Indra said, this long life? See, there's a video going around of one Indian yogi, Swami Shivanand, 126 years old. I don't know if you've seen him, the oldest man in the world, 126. Now his lifespan, every time one Indra's life is finished, one hair falls off. So that is why some hair are missing. And my disciples say that we will make a house for you. But I think life is temporary. So what is the need? I just carry this straw mat. If it rains, it protects me. And at night, I spread it on the ground and go to sleep. Indra said, somebody who's got such a long life, and he is saying life is temporary, I don't need this big house. And I am asking for a huge mansion. Indra was humbled. But the story conveys that this Indra, Vayu, Kuber, Agni, they are also souls like you and I, who are within the cycle of life and death. And hence, they are not perfect. They can give you material boons to a certain extent. They've got a little power. You follow the rules of their puja and they'll give you material boons. So they've got strict rules. And in the case of worshipping God, there are no rules. In worship of God, in bhakti, the only rule is love. Na desha niyamastasmin, na kala niyamastata. In bhakti, all you need is love. The rules we are creating for our help. Like for example, whenever a puja is done, Pandit ji makes you say a mantra, apavitra pavitro va sarvavastangato pivaya smaret pundarikaksham sabhaya antara shuchi. So Pandit ji says it quickly, you also say it quickly. But neither you nor Pandit ji think what is it that we are saying. So what Pandit ji is making you say is that apavitra pavitro va, whether you are clean or you are unclean, sarvavastangato piva, wherever you are, in the restroom, in the temple, wherever. Yes, Maret Pundarikaksham. If you remember Pundarikaksh Shri Krishna, Bahya Abhyantara Shuchi, you'll be cleansed from inside and outside. So this one little mantra you understand, you don't need to understand anything more. Remember Shri Krishna, you are cleansed. Now cleansed from inside and outside, Bahya Abhyantara. But during the puja, that is the one thing people forget, to remember Shri Krishna. They'll do everything else. They will ring the bells. They will throw whatever, Achman, etc. The Yajman in any case is 0 out of 100. He says, Panditji, finish it in 10 minutes. I have to go to office. This Panditji is very nice. He does the puja very quickly. Now, we don't realize, but the mantra is there in the puja to remind us that you need to think of God. That is the one rule that God is interested in. Your inner, your heart, your love. So in the case of worship of God, there are no rules. But in the worship of the devatas, firstly they're giving you material boons and they've got all these different rules. So the devatas themselves are not liberated. And that is why they can't bestow liberation on you either. There's a story that once Bhagavan came and gave darshan to Indra. So Indra said, oh my God, Shri Krishna, so kind of you, thank you for your darshan. Shri Krishna said, ask for a boon. What do you want? And Indra said, Maharaj, I'll ask, but first give me a promise you will not say no. So Bhagavan said, promise. So Indra said, Maharaj, give me such a girl who is even more beautiful than Sachi, Indra's wife. Bhagavan said, what is it you want? Endless lifetimes have gone by. Now I am saying ask for a boon, you are asking the same thing. Indra said, Maharaj, you are changing your mind. You had promised. So God made 1 million women stand there. Choose the best. Indra saw the first, Urvashi, and he got attached. Fine, Maharaj. See ahead. No, this one is good enough. So he took Urvashi and he went to his Guru Brihaspati. Gurudev, you know whose darshan I had today? Gurudev said, no, tell me. I had God's darshan. So Brihaspati said, that's very well, but who's this by your side? Indra said, that's what I'm telling you, Gurudev, I had God's darshan. I know you had God's darshan, but where is Sachi? Who's this by your side? Gurudev, you're not understanding. God said, ask for a boon, and I've asked for her. So Brihaspati caught his head that what kind of a disciple did I get? Right, so these devatas are also under Maya. They can only give you material boons. And your goal is divine treasures, divine love, divine knowledge, divine bliss. So that only God can bestow. And that is why Sri Krishna says that these people who are going to the devatas, their intellect is kind of disturbed by material desires. Kamaistaistairatagyana prapadyante anya devata. So I just need to clarify out here, when we say God, some people, they take a very narrow definition of the word God, and they say, this is only referring to Sri Krishna. So they say, now you can only worship Sri Krishna and none others. But that's not really the case. When we say God, God has got many forms. So these forms are not devatas. They are expansions of His divine form. So for example, you have the Panchadev Upasana, which was established by Shankaracharya. The Panchadev Upasana has got Shakti, Surya, Ganesh, Shiv and Vishnu. These are all forms of God Himself. They are not the devatas. You can worship any of them. Vishnu and his various different forms, Krishna, Ram, etc. And Shiv and his expansions including Hanuman. Or Ganesh, or Surya Narayan, or Shakti, Durga Ma, etc. They are all different forms of the One Supreme. So this concept of worshipping the One Supreme is strongly emphasized in other religions. Sri Krishna is repeating the same thing, that Arjun, you worship the One Supreme, or any expansions of that One Supreme.